3, 2, 1. Hi! Welcome to Sunfire Woods Offgrid Homestead. I'm Carrie. This is our very first video. The means and the purpose is to document our journey, to bring our family along, bring our friends along, and if you enjoy it enough, hopefully you'll stick around and you'll follow our journey as well. This is our very first video, but I wanted to introduce you and tell you a little bit of our story. This is our entry driveway. Last July we bought this property. It's 20 acres and it's a whole lot of quiet. We are about 2 miles off of any main road. The only thing we'll hear on occasion is the neighbors driving up a little bit further, or UPS, FedEx does come up here. Occasionally a gunshot when the neighbors are hunting. I'm all for that. I can't wait to get started hunting as well. So our story. Last year we bought this in July, and late July we moved on the property. And we were living in tents on the property. It was our full intention, our full desire to build a pole barn. And in fact, the lumber is under these tarps. We have the lumber for a 40 by 40 pole barn. And I'll go ahead and take you along to show you just what we have accomplished. It's not been much, but we have gotten a few things set up and ready, or we're in the process of that. So again, this is the pole barn lumber under there for the 40 by 40 pole barn, which will be over here. We'll build this over here. Under that gray tarp is a bunch of OSB. I went ahead and grabbed a whole lot of it, knowing that I would need it after the prices started coming down. And that's one of the reasons that we didn't build last year. Like I say, we bought the property in mid-July. We were living on the property in tents end of July. August 3rd, there's a local builder supply company that sells building kits for pole barns. And I bought the pole barn kit on August 3rd. On August 4th, I was in a pretty catastrophic car accident. Totaled our vehicle. My son, myself, and our pit bull all walked away. Thank God. Well, all the blessings for being able to walk away. But that was strike one that put us behind. I had to heal from that. And I should say that my husband is the one that earns the income so that I can spend it. Not on shoes, not on clothes. I'm not that type of girl. My play store is the big box tool stores. You know, the orange store and the blue store. I've got to have my tools, love them. And I love tinkering with my hands. I love building. So your local neighborhood pole barn builder is actually talking to you right now. My husband and I have agreed that he'll earn the income and I will spend it on developing our home, our homestead. So under that blue tarp there is hopefully what is still powdered concrete. We had bought that thinking that we were going to sink the poles for the pole barn into the ground. However, after a lot of thought, a lot of consideration, I'm going to go ahead and build them on a stem wall because the snow does get kind of deep up here. I don't want anything penetrating on the posts, on the wood. I don't want any water intrusion from the snow. So going 3 foot down on the footers, and the stem wall will go 3 foot down, and then 3 foot up above ground. And from there we will build on top of the stem wall with the wet set brackets into the stem wall for the posts. So moving on. That is our 2,500 gallon water cistern. I will get that buried, similar to other YouTubers that have done the same, and put it down because our frost line is about 2 feet. I'll probably put it down about 3.5 feet, and then I'll put a kind of a shed over it, so that just to ensure that keeps the snow out, keeps the water from freezing. And then on top of that, my intention and my plans are to put some solar panels, because we are going to be right here in the pole barn. My plan is to build this 40 by 40 and build 2 apartments, a downstairs apartment and then an upstairs apartment. And if I pan over here, the reason why I want to do that is if we clear off those few trees right there, that will be an amazing view from the upstairs apartment. So continuing on and panning around this way, when we first got here, the property was mostly, it had been cleared probably about 6-8 years ago. At least a portion, about 1.5 acres had been cleared. And since then, all of those sapling pines have grown up. That's what was here when we bought the property. We have gotten it cleared. So what's cleared here, and again under that gray tarp, is more OSB. We were hauling our water when we were living in the camp, in the tents on the property. We were hauling our water in that tiny tank cistern. But what will be here is going to be our goat yard. About 100 feet long by, about 60 feet going back to the tree line there. I actually do have 8 goats where we're staying now. We actually are staying on another 20-acre property in their farmhouse, and we are blessed to have been able to keep some of our goats there. I'm keeping my boys. A friend of mine is keeping our girls. You might have seen 'Cause We Can Farms. The earless goats that Dutch from Keeping It Dutch mentions, those earless goats are actually mine. That they're doing their job helping to clear out Heather's garden for next year. And that way I get my goats and life goes on. So moving on down over here, we have those paver stones that I bought, and with the intention that hopefully this weekend, I have a friend coming with a tractor to spread all of that beautiful garden amendment, and yes, that is my garden right beyond. But along with his tractor coming here to spread that, we're also going to level out a pad here to build what's in here, and that would be one of those metal carport sheds that, using some of the OSB over there, I will enclose it and make it a storage shed. I want to try to get our stuff out of storage. That's an expense that I just want to get rid of. It's almost $200 a month, and I want to recoup that money. So the snow shouldn't be sticking very much. I mean, the weather today is absolutely gorgeous, and it should be like that tomorrow when my friend comes with his tractor. And again, I do have goats. The neighbor next to us on this property, I've met our neighbors. She also has goats. She's not much into gardening, so I have a lot of goat waste, goat straw or wasted straw. The bundles there are easily over a decade old. I scored those from the farmhouse where we are currently living. And all of this is going to go here. This is approximately 30-35 feet going that way by 55 feet that way. This will be our garden. This will be our starter garden. Once the RV eyesore is gone, that should be going also in the next couple of days. I have somebody interested in coming to get it. We will likely push the garden either into not knocking down a lot of these trees here to expand the garden, or going that way. For right now, that RV has just been a visual eyesore. I just want it gone. It is preventing me from trying to see what the possibilities are for the property beyond where the RV is. There is a huge slash pile over there right now that we need to knock down and get rid of. But I'm thinking over there will become our orchard. And right here, all of that beautiful black gold, that's about 15 yards and a whole lot of ouch on the pocket of compost to go on top of this, because in the summertime this is kind of a talcum powder fine dirt, and as a gardener or I try to be a gardener, I'm okay at it. The soil just is not great quality, so I'm pushing and I'm trying to get a win in the win column, and God willing, this is our win, that we get all of this stuff spread out and put to bed over winter. And so while it's all spread out, it will start with the breakdown process, the composting process, into making some beautiful soil. And I'm already itching. I want to get my garlic in the ground. And so far, the ground hasn't frozen, but that's not to say that won't happen here very, very soon. And I am, I'm just so excited, so looking forward to getting this journey started. Along with other things that had happened last year, like say, I was in a car accident that pretty much put a kibosh on any building. But beyond that, there were, my sister passed away. My sister passed away last Valentine's Day. My mother passed away from Alzheimer's. I had to travel away from where we are in North Idaho to take care of my mom. And that also put a halt on any progress. So 2020 and 2021, and of course COVID, has been above and beyond extra, more than just COVID for our family. And yeah, we've even caught COVID. It has been a challenge, but I truly do believe that God will never give you more than you can handle. And this past year and a half has been a proving time for me. What can I do? What can I work through? What can I handle? And it's not just me. I mean, my husband and our kids too. And it's just been life-changing. Everything is life-changing in this past year and a half. Moving, buying this, what is to us a huge property at 20 acres, and car accidents, lumber prices preventing us from building. You name it, it's been put in front of us probably. So that's it. I mean, for what we've got right now, it goes on a little bit further beyond the RV. I will call this a technically cleared acre and a half that we will be developing, and in the next year or two. And beyond that, we're going to go ahead and push back on this tree line and try to open that up. It's just way too crowded in there, and trees are dying because they can't reach sunlight. There's just too many of them. So we're going to be managing that, and we'll have chickens, and like I said, I've already got my goats, and this will be, God willing, an honest to goodness work in progress farm. And I am so excited. Let me just flip that around. I'm just so excited, so intimidated, and just motivated I feel like the challenges that could have happened in my life, those, I'm probably going to eat these words, but those challenges are behind me. I had to become my mother's guardian. She, with Alzheimer's, couldn't take care of herself anymore. I had to take over her life, try to manage my own life, work through the grief of losing my sister, like I said. I am the last one of my parents' family, but my dad passed away in 2003. I am the last of my family, my father's family. And I am looking forward to turning the page onto a new chapter. As I said, my name is Carrie. I welcome you. If you would like to follow us, please do. Hit that subscribe button. The journey isn't going to be easy. I already know that. There's no rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through. I know that there's going to be difficulties and outstanding wins. And I'm looking forward to both because you learn from both. Thank you very much for joining. Be blessed. Stay awesome and have a joyful day. I love that saying. My mother used to say that all the time. I think that's going to be my sign-off. Have a joyful day.